Hello all, and welcome to this afternoon's beer review, which I am going to dub the, um, damn, it's summer beer review. So I did some chores, but not too many of them. Sorry, I realized my camera's at an angle here. Yeah, there we go. That's the correct angle. Yeah, pay no attention to the pile of paper bags and cardboard over there. I eventually will get rid of it. Trust me on that. So, what is it that we're going to be reviewing today? We are going to be reviewing Lucky Dog from Kizakura Sake Brewing Company. So, a sake brewing company that also does beer. And you should go and look at Japanese Beer Reviews channel on YouTube if you want to know more about the brewing companies, because I very rarely go in depth. He goes in depth with like the history of the brewing company every time he reviews a beer. Um, you know, I don't, so I know he's reviewed a few of these before, so you can go watch him and find out. But yeah, this is a Japanese beer, a gift from my father. And yeah, so this one's got some verbiage on the back here. My fortunate friend Lucky Brew. Brilliant citrus aroma and sharp bitterness from Citra hops. Premium Japanese craft beer, bringing many luckies into your day. Hashtag Lucky Brew. Hashtag Lucky Friend. Yes, they put hashtags on their beer. This is a 5.0 ABV beer, and it is classified as a Session IPA by the brewer. On other review sites like Beer Advocate, I've seen it listed as a pale ale. We shall see what it is forthwith, shall we? Nice thing about my refrigerator working again is that I have to let my beers warm up again. Probably should have realized that something was wrong with my refrigerator several weeks ago when, um, I didn't have to like warm up my beers a little bit outside before drinking them, so they weren't ice cold. Okay, so very well carbonated yellow orange, slightly hazy slash opalescent, with a thick, fluffy white head. Yeah, so citrus zest, hints of pine needle, very small hints. And underneath that, what seems to be crackery malts. Yep. Maybe some hints of apricot too. A little bit closed up, but that's probably because my refrigerator's working again. My beers are cold again. The defrost control unit in my refrigerator failed apparently. Okay. On to the palate now, shall we? Yeah, it says Session IPA, but there is way too much malt presence there for it to be, I would consider it Session IPA. Yeah. Date on this is really weird. It's like, it says year, month, week, but there's no numbers, just the year, month, and week printed on the back here. I don't think you can see here. Trying to get the angle right so the light doesn't strike it. See? So up front, sort of indistinct hop bitterness. kind of continues throughout. And then slowly tapers off in the long finish. Maybe very slight lemoniness to the hopping. And underneath that, there's a not very sweet, but very evident base of malts, kind of dry and crackery. Carbonation is more pillowy than biting. Not getting much in the way of a top note here. Though that possibly could be the weather. It is just humid right now, sticky humid. As you know, I have no climate control. So, yeah. Yeah. As it warms up, that lemony note's kind of growing, and it's kind of getting kind of a grapefruit-like edge to it. Um, Honestly, nothing really offensive about it. It's just kind of one note in bland, I think. It could be because it's a little bit old. Like I said, I don't know the age of this can. But even so, I think even fresh, I don't think the hops would be bright enough for it to really be a Session IPA. Yeah, it's really got kind of a tang to it. You know, Lucky Chicken was something of the same deal where it was classified as an IPA by the brewer, but it really felt more like a kind of stiffly hopped red ale, but a red ale that I enjoyed. And this one is kind of like it's more like a pale ale than a Session IPA, and it's kind of a bland one. So I don't really enjoy it as much as I did the Lucky Chicken. Your mileage may vary with this. Like I said, with a lot of these imports, sometimes they're pretty well. Basically, any beer that's made in Hawaii. But it's a fairly new store that's selling this over in Kailua. So I don't think it's all that old. I just think it's kind of on the bland side for an offering. Uh, I would return to the Lucky Chicken, and that's just not because I love chickens. You know, that one was a pretty decent beer. This one kind of meh. Lucky Dog, not as lucky as a chicken. Maybe we'll try the Lucky Cat next. I don't have it. If I run across it, I will go and grab it, I guess. And that, folks, is your beer review for this Friday afternoon. Cheers.